ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. Since 2003, the Bahamas Baseball Federation has provided youngsters with the opportunity to excel both locally and internationally. However, those operations have now ceased, allowing the Bahamas Baseball Association to carry out its mandate as the governing body. BBF President Teddy Sweeting spoke about why now was the right time.
When the federation was established back in 2003, we almost remember that the mandate was for us to have the leagues vote for the direction of baseball. And that was the whole catalyst in respect of the organization coming together, was to give that an opportunity. It was not possible at the time with the BBA because of, I guess you can say, because of the leadership of what was taking place. It was very difficult for us to get that part of the organization mandated. There is really no reason to have two heads at the top of the governance of baseball. They've also established in their constitution what constitute a league. So now all of the leagues now to have received the constitution of the BBA, they can review it and then from there make their decision on whether they would like to join up and then be eligible to vote in their next election. I think it's either 2019 or 2020.
Champions House recently opened its doors on Joe Farrington Road, giving 10 of the country's top male athletes the opportunity to get the required training in ahead of the World Junior Judo Championships in October. As for the young ladies, they haven't been left out.
Obviously, the fellas can't live with the ladies, so but we're arranging for another location for the ladies that's close by, for the ladies to live in a similar arrangement and then come train with us in the morning, and then we'll eat together, and then we'll continue our days.
A group of Bahamian swimmers getting set for international competition. Kelsey Johnson tells us who they are and where they're going.
Diving into a pool on a hot and sunny day can be refreshing, but when it's rainy and cold outside, no one dares to step in. Braving these harsh conditions are our local swimmers. They are training for upcoming meets. One in particular is the UANA Cup. 8 of the top junior swimmers will head to Florida on Thursday to compete in the meet.
It was a meet that we've been invited to before, and we're just looking for a meet in January to kind of enthuse the kids to stay in the water during the Christmas break and to have something to train for. I think it really trained them going over in Florida. You know, it's kind of cold over there right now, so it's an outdoor meet. So having this weather during the Christmas really prepared them and, you know, getting ready for those temperatures over there.
The 8 members are Kiana Moss, Devante Carey, Jamelia Hebburn, Caitlin Carbell, Lamar Taylor, Nigel Forbes, and Marvin Johnson. All are Carifta hopefuls. The Bahamas is the defending champions of the Carifta meet, which will be held March 31st to April 4th in Jamaica.
They train very hard over the Christmas break, preparing for the meet, so we expect some fast swims from them over there. It's going to be some tough competition. We have countries like Brazil, Mexico going to be there, so it's a much higher level than Carifta. We expect some very fast swimming and some big names there.
How do you prepare them for the other upcoming meets?
Well, after this meet, obviously, we'll be getting ready for Carifta trials. That'll be on March 2nd and 3rd. From there, we will select our 36-member team for Carifta, and obviously just, you know, gearing them up for Jamaica in April.
The UANA Cup meet is only for swimmers from Central America, South America, and the Caribbean that are in zones 1 and 2. No American or Canadian swimmer will participate. Kelsey Johnson, ZNS Total Sports.
From the college track and field circuit, former Queens College Comet and freshman at Western Illinois, Amelia Peterson had a good weekend at the Northern Iowa Panther Open in the horizontal jumps. She won the triple jump, a leap of 36 feet 11 inches, then came back to take the long jump, popping 17 feet 9 inches. Defenders B is the youngest men's team in the New Providence Volleyball Association. The squad has been able to pick up a couple of wins so far this season. Outside hitter Kyle Wilson was a key contributor.
I feel like if we started this way, we could definitely have been in the playoffs. We just want to work on our consistency, passing, hitting, blocks, and if we work on that next season, we'll be a lot better team.
Known as the Shark, Greg Norman is one of the most recognizable names in the sport of golf. Norman is an Australian, but he's taken a real liking to the Bahamas, especially Exuma, where he designed the course at Sandals Emerald Bay. That course is home to the Web.com's Great Exuma Open, which is just one of the professional golf events on the calendar here in the 242.
The way the Bahamas sits and the magnificence of the different resorts and opportunities, like from Sandals to Abacos to Paradise Island, Albany does a tournament there. So when you think about it, for an island chain the size of what this is and population-wise, 3 tournaments here is very, very impressive.
The 2018 Great Exuma Open just finished up yesterday. The next generation of golfers were on showcase, and Norman was happy with what he saw.
This group of young players today playing the game of golf, the kids in their 20s, is just phenomenal. They're engaging not only with the people who want to follow the game of golf, but with social media. They're engaging with countries like Bahamas. They're engaging with the game of golf, promoting the game of golf. So it's just nothing but a fantastic welling up of great talent that we're all going to see for the next couple of years.
From Exuma, the Web.com tour heads north later this week for the Great Abaco Classic. The venue is at the Abaco Club at Winding Bay, and after not making the cut in Exuma, Wyndham Clark will look to turn his game around.
I like my chances. I have these next 3-4 days to figure out my ball striking and get it back in the fairway, and then I'll be good.
Sailing is definitely big business in Exuma, and it's not just with the locals. John Amaral made his way to the island 3 years ago and fell in love with the sport thanks to people like Leslie Buzzy Roll and the late Cameron Williams.
It's been such a pleasure to meet Buzzy and watch him build boats from scratch and have him take me under his wing and teach me everything. I love sailing, and he's such a great captain and teacher. And when I met Cam just a month ago at Best of the Best and sailed him for the first time on the same pry on Lady Saya, I saw that spark in his eyes, and I knew that he was for us, and really sorry to see him go, and just trying to be strong with the team here.
But Cameron's goal is to learn to build a boat. And I say, Cam, I want you to take care of Balraj. If you take care of Balraj, we will build a boat for April Regatta. Between me, him, and John here, we was going to build that boat. And we was well on the way. We already started to get the deadwood and stuff like that, but that was his goal, to learn how to build a boat, and unfortunately we never made it.
The NFL playoffs are in full swing. Last Sunday, our Julian Gibson caught up with a visiting fan of the New Orleans Saints as they fell behind against the Minnesota Vikings.
Have you watched our season? We're very good at comebacks. Drew Brees and Sean Payton, I know he's going to give them a really good pep talk in the locker room, and just wait for the second half. This is what the NFL playoffs are for.
Did you check your watch when you look at the time for a comeback? The comeback is really late. It's getting late in the football game.
Hey, we came back with 2 minutes left when we beat the Washington Redskins, so 15 points. It only took us 2 minutes to come back.
You're not pulling for the Patriots. You look like somebody from New England who should be pulling for the Patriots and Brady.
No, I'm a Yap, born and raised in New Orleans, and it runs in our blood. So I was at the game last week, and I'm pumped. I wish I was in Minnesota right now.
You would make a difference. You'd have been a cheerleader saying,
"Yep,
go Saints."
Yeah, say the cheer with me. Who dat? Who dat? Who dat say they're going to beat them Saints?
As most of you would know by now, the Saints did come back. They actually were within 10 seconds of making the NFC Championship until a missed tackle allowed the Vikings to score the game-winning touchdown as time expired. So to answer that young lady's question, the Vikings were the ones to beat those Saints in what can be described as one of the more bizarre endings in NFL history. And that will do it for sports, but stay tuned. The Bahamas Tonight comes back after the break.